Good morning. Day 3, Monday, June 20th. Just getting up here. It's a little bit after 6 a.m. and listening to all the birds and wildlife. And we're going to get ready and go down and do some fishing. So let me show you what I'm going to start with today. Because last night I sat in my tent and rigged up this dropper. This is like a little Adam's Dun, I think is what it's called. Dry fly, and then I've got a dropper onto it, which is this little pink scud. Hopefully that's in focus for you. Anyway, and we've got it on a furled line on this little Tenkara rod. So I think we're gonna get out of our sleep clothes and get our wet shoes on and get our bear spray and try and go catch some dinner. All right, this is the morning view just from behind where we're camping, overlooking this lake, and the clouds are really low. There's actually some other mountains back there, and then up there where we came from. Well, where we came from was way back that way. That's the waterfall you can probably hear. And we're camped back over there. So, beautiful spot. Beautiful weather, actually. We're pretty much near the top of this little ridge line that we're on. It kind of circles around here, and there's another bigger one back behind us, and you can't see it right now for the clouds. A little patch of snow. There's a little bit of snow still. Looks like that cloud is rolling in. I think I'm gonna try and grab my Tenkara rod and go see if we can get some nibbles. Let's go.
And then we basically took that strip tease line, this here, and slipped it down on there and just heated it a little bit so it formed a bond.
All right, show us your rig, Jay.
Well, what I've got here is it's a Tenkara. It's a 12 foot. It's the Nano. And hooked on here, I've got a small, I don't know, I think it's probably, what, maybe 10, 12 millimeter hook on the end of it, fly, just suggested for fish up here in the northern part of Wyoming, the glacial lakes up here in Wyoming. This is how I'll trip out to shore with it.
No.
Just to keep everything secured inside of there. I can walk like this. In my pack here, I've got a shorter, I've got 14 foot or 16 foot of line on here. I've got a smaller one of these, which 12 foot of line on here, already rigged up. I've got some backup flies rigged on here as well. I've got some water. Got this little cap will come out here like this. And then I've got this knotted on the end of my Tenkara line there, as you can see. And then put that little plug in there, and then I don't lose my tip or anything. But it's a real easy way to get out there and fish. You can fish 2 different ways. You can fly fish with this thing, pitching it out there, or you do a technique, which is what I like to use, which is the slingshot, where I grab the line and I can really pinpoint where I want to lay the fly right in front of the fish. A lot of times in these glacial lakes, we'll see the water's so clear so you can see the fish in front of you, and so I just kind of lay a little treat out in front of them with the slingshot technique. But we'll shoot some more video a little bit later and kind of show you the different ways that we can fish some of these variety of these different trout up here in the glacial lakes.
Great, excellent. All right, how is that, Greg?
That is really good. I spilled a little bit on my plate. Instead of mopping it up, just lick it off with the plate.
There you go.
We don't want nothing to become a smellable out here, especially around our tents. And I'm on the second cup of coffee this morning. I may be a little slow, but it's a wonderful experience. And later on, I know Jay is going to do his, and I got a little bit of rigging up to do on my pole. My pole, here it is. I broke my pole last year when we was out, and this year here I used the same pole. I used the same pole, but I repaired it, and I put 2 new pieces on it, and it made it just a hair longer. This is like a 14-foot hand pole. I was given to it by a gift. It's a graphite rod. It works really, really good. Of course, it's got the end, and I tied the knot on it. I've always taken my string off every time, and then I packed it in a calendar case type of thing, which works real good. It protects the pole and this and that when I'm out traveling. And so we'll see how it worked really good last year when I was out here. And I never got, every day I fished, I never got skunked. I caught fish on it every time. So I'm really excited about, this year, about getting it rigged up and choosing the right fly and everything, and seeing how my repair job works. And I think I'm all right. My pole is 14 foot, so it's a little bit longer than that right now. So you can see it's probably close to 15 foot.
Yep.
So,
Excellent.
15 foot, and then you figured you want about 2 foot, maybe a little over that of line, because by the time you cast it out and use your Tenkara, you're 2 foot. You want your line as long as your pole, or if not about 2 foot long.
Yeah. Great. All right. Well, we'll see you guys down at the lake here in a bit.
Okay.
Here's number 1.
All right. Fish number 1 of the day. Little trout, and we'll probably save him for eating, then catch some more. All right. Second fish of the day, and this one is about as long as my entire net. So this is a pretty nice one. He's longer than from that joint of the rod, and if he was laying flat, he would go back to that joint of the rod. He's a nice one. All right, we're gonna get him unhooked and strung up. Well, third fish of the day is a sucker. At least my third fish of the day. So, although those are good eating, we're probably just going to unhook him and throw him back. He caught my stonefly and kept a bigger trout. He just came up right before the bigger trout was going to get it and took it, which sucks, but anyway, we'll catch the bigger trout here in a minute. All right, let's unhook him and put him back. Well, second sucker fish of the day. Taking that stonefly. We're going to unhook him and let him go. It was a fun catch, but not what we're after, really. That was on a stonefly dropper. All right, we'll unhook him and get him back in. Fifth fish of the day. It's a nice one. See if we can get him over here and get him in the net. I think that's on a stone fly. Yeah, nice one. All right, that is a nice cutfish, cutthroat, trout. And pretty. This was on a stone fly, deep, so in deep water. And plenty more of them out there. It's around lunchtime, and I made my way back from across the lake. So I was over there on that rock, just to the right. See the snow patch, and then there's some little trees down by the water's edge. Then to the right of that is another rock, and I was basically in the center of that, right over there. A lot of big cutthroats over there, and really nice fishing. And then made my way back around, and this rock kind of looks like it's the same as that rock, but it's not. There's actually a whole nother inlet back behind this, and there's an inlet coming of water coming down from this side behind this, coming down here into another little bay back in there behind that rock. All right, so good times so far and good fishing. It's been a lot of fun with the Tenkara. And once I put on the stonefly and started fishing deeper, out off the deeper ledges, I was starting to get quite a bit more fishing action. So they're not really hitting top water dry flies at the moment. So, all right, let's go find the rest of the crew.
Oh yeah. A little bit more of that olive oil.
Go that way, we got a little.
Seems like the handful of them. Now that is like
Oh, it is
whiting
white.
fish, or that's good. We should have put a little pepper on that.
Well, it's gonna get some, trust me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, just have it. Just a bite.
No. That is a bite.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's good.
Put that carcass in the fire so nobody knows it. It won't be recognizable tomorrow.
It's good.
Josh is liking that Tenkara, man.
I bet he does, man. That is a fish taco, John.
Now what we're gonna do,
You need a little tartar sauce on there.
we're gonna do a little bit of Caribbean jerk on this bad boy.
Caribbean jerk, please.
Little Caribbean jerk on there. Look at that.
It's nice.
Sweet.
That's what we're talking about right there.
All right, 2 more to go. Ready to play some cards, guys?
Me? I can. I was going to sit there and play, and everybody started showing up.
All right.
We're getting ready for the end of the evening entertainment.
They're taking a video of the nice pinkness behind the mountain there. And, that's it. We may play a little bit of Oh Heck and watch the sunset and then get some rest. Thanks for joining, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, and remember, when you can, get up, get out, live a little. See ya. All right, this morning's breakfast, gonna roll it up and eat it. It's freeze-dried eggs and sausage on top of some pepperoni on a tortilla. Greg's got bacon with his.
Bacon with mine.
Chorizo on mine.
Real chorizo over here.
Chorizo. Lynn?